All right, good Monday morning. Thanks for logging on, checking out this Iowa forecast update here. We can see temperatures across the state in the 20s, the lower 30s farther west, and even some teens back into eastern Iowa down there in the valley. And looking at the wind for today, we're dealing more with the northeasterly wind, about 5 to 15. Could see those gusts upwards of 25 miles per hour, especially across west central to northwest Iowa this morning, but that's going to be very, very short-lived as we go into the afternoon here. Again, the sustained wind throughout the entire day, 5 to 15, just not a big concern here. Looking at high temperatures today, though, we're looking at 20s farther to the north, 40s off to the south, and then as we go into tonight, we're talking 20s, upper teens into western Iowa, and then as you get up into northeast Iowa, you're talking teens across those areas, and there could even be a few spots where you're seeing single digits for lows later tonight. As we go into Tuesday here, might want to hold on to your hats, especially as we get into the afternoon here. Looking at those sustained winds to be out of the southwest, about 10 to 25 miles per hour. That's going to put those gusts, especially across the western half of the state, 30 to 40 miles per hour, and then obviously 20 to 30 across the central and eastern half of the state. As we look at that wave of snow that's working across basically the northeast half of the state as we go through the morning here, as we tack on a couple more hours here through 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and then through about 9 a.m. Maybe a quick trace. I think most of that has already fallen, but as that little wave continues to quickly move through here, just a quick trace of snow is all we're expecting out of that. All right. So looking at the pattern going through the week here, we're just staying dry, very mild as well. As we get deeper into the week, maybe there's a system coming in the central southern plains as we get into about Thursday, Friday. Just obviously something to keep in mind. But in terms of Iowa, we're staying dry much of this week here. We're seeing milder temperatures, and that's kind of where the pattern goes through, like I said, much of this week. And then by next week, though, I think things can be changing as we start to work this ridge farther east. So we're dealing with this scenario, and you might hear this off and on, with that eastern ridge, western trough scenario. And oftentimes, it can cause active times across the central plains, especially Iowa and the Dakotas, Minnesota. You kind of get the idea here. So looking at the global data going forward here, as we get into early next week, you can see there's round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. So just gives you an idea that the pattern, I think, can become active as we get into next week. That's the bottom line I want to drive home today. Looking at temperatures over the next several days, 40s and 50s is kind of the overall idea. I think these temperatures for certain locations can be revised a little bit just based off how much snowpack is still on the ground, but 40s and 50s is kind of the ultimate theme through much of this week. And then looking at the precipitation over the next 7 days, we're not looking at anything across the state over the next 7 days, but like I said, it's week 2 as we get into the 10-day period here, 7 to 10 day. Bringing in that chance for possibly some rain. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep you updated. Hope you guys have a great start to your week, and we'll chat with you soon.